WIOA and registered apprenticeships. This seminar will help workforce system professionals understand how the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, WIOA, can participate in the registered apprenticeship programs and what's in it for you and your participants. We will cover the services WIOA can support and what impact participating with registered apprenticeships will have on your performance measures. Hi, I'm Joshua Harold. I'm the Deputy Director of Workforce Development for Aption. Aption is a private company with corporate offices in Reston, Virginia. We are a technology information company, and we have a variety of USDOL contracts, including 2 involving registered apprenticeships. A not a board member and certified workforce development professional, Mary Ann Lawrence, works on the contract with us to provide a national perspective to the work we're doing. Our ask from you today is that you learn more about registered apprenticeships and you become more comfortable with the idea of making it part of your local and state program design to help employers get workers and help workers get jobs. Registered apprenticeships combine on-the-job learning with classroom training and an earn and learn approach. Many individuals looking for work in careers that are not yet skilled and need an income require work-based learning programs such as enrollment into registered apprenticeship opportunities. Businesses are searching for workers who can be trained in their unique and specific way of doing what they do. Registered apprenticeships are a win-win for both the job seeker and the employer. Also, please keep in mind that a business can upgrade existing workers by using registered apprenticeship programs also. Registered apprenticeship is a work-based learning activity that can be supported with Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act funds at the local level and with statewide funds we'll go through in a few minutes. First, remember that an individual must qualify and be eligible for WIOA services. So make sure when you're planning your work with registered apprenticeships, the individual must be enrolled in WIOA to use WIOA funds for any of the registered apprenticeship activities. The Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act has a focus of meeting employers' needs and expectations in regard to talent recruitment, development, and training. Registered apprenticeships provide a work-based learning opportunity for job seekers. Of course, registered apprenticeships are industry and occupational specific. If you already have registered apprenticeships in your area, great. You should be providing opportunities for your job seekers to become apprentices. And Aption can help increase the number of openings by providing assistance to those employers. If you do not have any registered apprenticeships in your area, consider becoming a sponsor or assisting employers and/or educational institutions in starting registered apprenticeships. Aption can help by providing assistance in building new and registering new programs. A good indicator of what kind of registered apprenticeship might be successful is to take a look at your local integrated workforce plan and the demand growth industry occupations in your area. WIOA funds typically focus on spending direct client dollars on those identified demand growth industry occupations. You may even have a sector partnership created for one or more of these identified industries that can drive the startup of a registered apprenticeship program. The United States Department of Labor encourages local workforce areas to work with registered apprenticeships and release training and employment guidance letter number 13 through 16 to provide guidance on how WIOA funds can be used to support registered apprenticeships. What workforce programs should be targeted to utilize apprenticeship programs designed for participant enrollments? Start with WIOA Title I adult programs and dislocated worker programs. The WIOA Title I older youth program can be tapped for those ages 18 to 24. And temporary cash assistance for needy families is a good place to look for potential candidates for registered apprenticeships and who would also be eligible for WIOA funds. The Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act can pay on-the-job training reimbursements for the on-the-job learning portion of the registered apprenticeships and/or the classroom training for the related training instruction portion of the registered apprenticeships. The on-the-job training and the classroom training can be paid for according to local policies, with the balance picked up by the employer. Each will be negotiated to determine the funding option. Of course, WIOA supportive services can pay for books, supplies, fees, uniforms, tools, and other items that will help to keep the individual employed. A local workforce area can use WIOA to create a customized training program and/or an incumbent worker training program. WIOA can also pay for individuals who need some extra help with essentials, skills or job skills prior to enrolling into the registered apprenticeship program. Older youth may need a pre-apprenticeship prior to enrolling into a registered apprenticeship program. Let's take a quick look at the various workforce innovation and opportunity activities you might want to consider. First is assessments and career planning. These two functions will help you identify potential apprentices. During the assessment process, identifying what the assessment information shows in terms of a fit with an existing or planned registered apprenticeship program. Case management. Case management is an ongoing interaction with WIOA participants where you review where an individual has been, where he or she is now, where he or she wants to go, and then plan for how they will get there. Case management will include discussions related to supportive services needs. During case management, you and your WIOA participant can establish action steps to achieve those goals set. Basic skills training. Employers typically say that new hires need essential skills that are often referred to as job readiness or basic skills. WIOA can fund these basic skills trainings according to your local policies. Training. Classroom training, or in registered apprenticeship speak, related technical instruction, uses individual training accounts to fund the training. Federal policy allows existing registered apprenticeship, industry, or occupations to automatically be included in your eligible training provider list. On-the-job training. On-the-job training is a workforce innovation and opportunity activity that can be used for new hires who are eligible for WIOA. Most local areas continue using a 50% wage reimbursement for on-the-job training. The law does allow for up to 75%, but that percentage is not typically recommended because it's important that employers share in the expenditures and have skin in the game. Customized trainings. Customized training is often a combination of school and on-the-job training. Incumbent worker training. Registered apprenticeships are a great way to upskill entry-level employees, retrain them, and provide workers with an upward career path. Local areas may use up to 20% of their WIOA adult or dislocated worker funds. In addition, states may use their statewide activities and rapid response funds. Employers pay a portion of the cost. And finally, supportive services. Based on your local policy, WIOA funds can be paid for anything that impacts an individual's ability to get or keep a job. This ranges from transportation to and from work, childcare, uniforms, tools. I've even seen local areas pay for eyeglasses, tires for cars, washing machines, tooth repair. You get the idea. Usually, supportive services is upfront before an individual starts until they can get their first or second paychecks. The time frame will depend on your local and or state policy. Don't forget that in addition to WIOA funds, apprentices may also qualify for Pell Grants, work-study grants, and tax credits. Pell Grants are available averaging about $3,000 if the program is connected to a post-secondary institution, or the post-secondary institution may choose to provide federal work-study grants, which average $2,000 per apprentice. Being a workforce professional means you have to balance helping people with getting numbers required to keep the funds coming in. Registered apprenticeships can boost your performance and help you exceed your required levels. Remember, a registered apprenticeship program has apprentices that are hired and employed to participate in the program. Employment in second quarter after exit and fourth quarter after exit is satisfied with an apprentice. And median earnings in the second quarter after exit for those employed is also satisfied with an apprentice. A registered apprenticeship completion certificate is a recognized post-secondary credit. This credential can be obtained up to 1 year after exit. The WIOA Measurable Skills Gains Performance Measure is not based on exit. Credit can be taken during an individual's participation in a registered apprenticeship program. A local workforce area does not have to keep an individual enrolled in WIOA once he or she has completed the supported WIOA activity of related training instruction or on-the-job learning. You don't have to carry an individual on your active caseload for his or her entire registered apprenticeship program. but only through the specific portions WIOA is paying for. For example, if you're using an individual training account to pay for front-loaded classroom training, you can exit him or her once that training is completed, even before they've completed their on-the-job learning portion of the registered apprenticeship that is not going to be funded with WIOA. If your local area has a cap on the amount of training dollars that can be spent on an individual, you can exit the individual from WIOA when he or she completes that dollar figure, such as $3,500 or $5,000. The Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act requires local workforce boards to facilitate the development of career pathways and improve access to activities leading to a recognized post-secondary credential. Registered apprenticeships meet that requirement. The Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act requires local workforce boards to have strategies and services to facilitate the engagement of employers and to better coordinate with economic development and meet the needs of businesses. Please let me know if you're ready to discuss participating or becoming a sponsor. You can contact me at my email address, joshua.harold@aption.com. All right, go ahead and take a screenshot of these opportunities to stay in touch with Aption and our apprenticeship projects. I will be offering more webinars to walk you through details of starting, sponsoring, or participating in registered apprenticeships. I want to thank you very much for your time, and I hope to speak with you soon.